Hello again. Well, portrait again. Let's go with this beautiful portrait. Axis first, face axis, and then you have the hand coming here. So with of portrait and hand, I'll show you now the image. So half the face, eyebrows, forehead, hair moving up, and you got shadows here. You got the mouth, and obviously the nose. It's looking up. The image, the portrait is looking up. Man is looking up, and then I'm working with the shadows. Just giving a shadow here. First shadow shape, which moves this way. The whole thing. The eye a little bit here. Then you got shadow all around portrait's face, nose shape, mouth, top lip, lower lip is very prominent, so just get it. It's looking really, really large and important here. Then you have the thumb. He's got his face, hands holding, surrounding his face. He's thinking something. And then one eye, then you got the other eye here. The distance between two eyes, don't forget, is one more eye. That's a very well known secret. And so don't forget the distance between the two eyes. Hair, another hair here, more hair, and you got again, treat it as a sketch or as a study as you wish, but I will treat it as a sketch because it is a sketch actually, even the original image. It's a sketch. You'll see it when I post it. Beautifully done, very abstract this side of the face. Not much, but it's a beautiful shadow which just goes all across here. And there's a lot of emphasis on the hand, although vaguely, but you know that it's there. Let's fixate the eye itself. Eye here, eyebrow. I'm sure that the forehead is larger. And the shadow shape is beautiful here. It's a little like an anchor shape. It's actually literally the anchor means you need an anchor here because you need some darks to hold the drawing. You have here, and shadow here on the cheekbone. He looks a little bit like a Hollywoodian actor, this guy, and I would say to me looks a little bit like Al Pacino. I'm sure it's not, but it looks a little bit like him. Bag under the eye. I think this eye needs to go a bit further up. And just give it a little bit more here with these blacks. It's amazing that black there, how much it gives, how much perspective that gives to I think those blacks needs to be closer together, as in, not closer, but they need to be, what's the word, connected, as in, you don't want them to be seen as separate shadow shapes, but one big shadow shape. Charcoal, come back. Now this eye is really good, but this one needs to be more attention to this one. And a little bit of highlights, putty. There's a bit of highlight here. One, light on the eye. Two, and I think the nose also needs to be enlarged a little bit more, shadow this side, and then here as well. And all this side needs to go a lot darker. Shadow shape. Again, don't forget, here's the whole hand actually playing around. Now I've made the index finger very short and small and insignificant, so make it a bit larger really. Middle finger and the hand itself. Thumb and let's give him a little bit of bone structure here. Just move it freely, a bit more. I've just dipped my finger on willow charcoal dust, just for this area here. Charcoal dust, soften that on the forehead, makes the forehead a lot more convincing. Charcoal dust here, side of the nose, pupil, again, pupil, sorry, the pupil, is that pupil? Yes, pupil. Different texture on the hair, just to make sure that it doesn't convinces or confuses with the flesh tone. Charcoal dust on my finger, and then just work with the back under the eye here. A little bit of highlight of darks, there you are. And this area is pretty dark underneath his lower lip, all of that. It's a nice sketch actually. It gives a beautiful pensive mod of this pensive. He's thinking of something of this middle-aged man. It looks like a ribbon, to be honest. I'm not sure what's going on, but it looks like a ribbon here. Yeah, he's got a ribbon there. He looks like possibly a Native American. But what I'm after more than anything is just this expression, really. It's captivating. It's a lot of this dexterity on this sketch, and that's what I'm looking after, to make it quite convincing or as possible, as much as possible. And as I said, give it a little bit more bone structure here. No, the hand's not much information going on there, but I'll bring it up here. So that's his hand holding up his face. And give it a little bit of dark shadow here. Just make the nose, highlight the nose a bit more. Pop it up. That light needs to go a bit further down. Push it back, it's quite highlighted. That gives more information there about the hand. Middle finger, index finger, just slowly moves to the shadow and becomes one. Shadow face. Lower lip, upper lip, and his nose actually is slightly moved this way. Nostril. Now, going back to Conte. And highlighting those darks even more so. Okay, so it's got some hair moving about, moving around here. A little bit back under the eye. I think those shadows are a little bit overrated. Just slowly soften them. And highlight here on the nose. There we have it. The nose just pops out a bit more. Gives the face a bit more rugged by doing this. And here as well. Give his eye and then shadow here. That will be nice because it gives also depth. There we are. And there. It's shadow on that side of the nose to make the nose pop out a bit more. And possibly increase the size of his forehead. Bit of putty here. And here as well. Highlight this side of his face. Again a bit more. Shadow. Willow charcoal with my finger. And thumb. Just move it about a bit more, a bit further out. Give him a longer hand. Thumb. And it's a quick solution to the problem of putting the hand there. It's quite difficult to put the hand there, especially to look natural. A bit of shadow here. To the hand. Okay, let me see. 15 minutes. Okay, that was it. I'm not doing any longer than 15 minutes because it gives me a lot of trouble by uploading it. It's even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like stretching it. Anyway, I'll stop it here, and hopefully we'll make it ready, have it ready for tomorrow morning. Highlight the light eyes a bit more. Come on, eye, a bit more eye, and soften this a bit more. Soften also this a bit more. Okay. It's over 15 minutes. Okay. Happy drawing.